5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're done when I see you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're done when I see you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're done when I see you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're done when I see you. I know y'all miss me, man. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to another edition of Nikki B and Friends, episode 64. What up, friends?
Hey, Nikki.
We on 64?
I think so. Or 63.
We getting up there.
Yeah, we moving on up. All right. What y'all been on? Oh, Shan, what's that for? Shannon looking good, though. So she must be having a good week because she's looking awful good.
Looking cute, Shannon.
I
So my
know.
kids went back to school this week, and I had to do something because yesterday was
But you looking at
yesterday
cute.
was trying. Well, thank you. Thank you.
Lip gloss popping.
Hair done.
Are you?
You
She said them 4
quarantining?
walls gonna get that beat. That's what
Yeah,
you want, Shannon.
The 4
Them
walls.
virtual teachers ain't looking at you, Shannon.
Y'all so
Right, she walking all up in the background.
What?
Hey, Mr. Edwards. Hey,
Right.
Mr. Edwards, how you doing?
I'm sorry. Cameron had passed all his classes with flying colors.
Teacher be like, hey, who is that? Hey, what's your mama name? What's your mama name? Tell her I need to call her about these assignments and
Right.
So they started school yesterday?
Yep, so they went back to school yesterday. The interesting thing is I have a high school freshman who normally would go to the freshman academy, have freshman orientation. We've had to do all of that via Zoom or computer.
So fun.
It was just, I know.
Did you buy him school clothes though? Did they get school clothes and they dress up yesterday?
No, we didn't. No, I got them school supplies and stuff because, I mean, you're not going anywhere.
Right.
For what?
Dang, but remember that, especially your freshman year, man, you had your clothes laid out.
Yep. You had to prove who you were and how fresh you were. Yes, you did.
Fresh and so clean. I remember I used to, I was in Michigan, but got all my clothes in Chicago, so then nobody else had what I had.
Oh, so you had stuff nobody else had. Exclusive.
Woo! Lay my little stuff on out. What you been on, Nee?
Nothing much, just working. That's about it. Catching up on movies. So I hate to admit this, just saw the movie Precious for the first time.
Aw, wasn't it sad?
Sad is an interesting word to use. I couldn't stop laughing at the movie. So
who was laughing at Precious?
Like I laughed when she
and
stole
he
the
holding
chicken.
it in now.
I laughed
I know
when she stole the chicken. And then when her mama tried to drop the TV
that part
on
was
her.
funny when she stole the chicken and ran out the restaurant. That was funny.
You know what? I don't even remember that movie.
If you want a good laugh, you need to watch it.
It was just too dramatic for me. I mean, it was too traumatic for me. I don't do well with those type of movies. But you said when Monique.
It's not a movie I have to watch again. Like one time and I'm good. But I was just when Monique tried to drop the TV. I'm so sorry. When Monique tried to drop the TV on the girl, I bust out laughing.
Monique tried to drop a TV on her?
She tried to.
When she dropped it from the stairs.
And dirty for that. Like people see the real E because that's right there. That movie.
Do you know how much you have to hate somebody to want to drop a TV on them?
A TV.
What was it? The guy had came on to Precious by then? And that's what
I think.
No, she had just had the baby by her daddy.
Yeah. And I think Monique was like saying she was sleeping with her man, and it was just a lot. Like it is a
Precious
very
had a baby
traumatic.
by her daddy.
You done had these kids by
Mm-hmm.
both her kids
Precious,
was by her daddy.
Both of them, yeah.
oh, she had two. See, I'm
That's
telling
why,
y'all, I totally didn't tune that movie. I don't even
because
remember.
one of the kids' name was Mongo or something like that, and
What
it
Mongo
was
mean?
a
My
lot.
daddy?
And she had
It's a
Down
derogatory word for
syndrome.
for Down syndrome kids.
Oh, did he have Down syndrome?
Yeah, he was Down syndrome.
And so they named him Mongo?
I think that was his nickname. So the term is
It was a little
mongoloid.
girl.
Little girl, yeah. So the term is mongoloid, and then she gave the derogatory word a nickname, because black people gonna give anything a nickname.
That's
But
Yeah. All right.
it was a bad. It's a sad movie, but I
Oh,
couldn't stop
shut up. E,
laughing.
you done did all this laughing and then you go
sat
in.
up
Oh,
there
it
and
was
did
still
all that
funny.
laughing.
It was
It was still funny.
sad. Yeah, I don't even really remember that movie. I remember kind of like blocking it out. I was like traumatized by that movie.
Yeah,
Like,
you don't have to watch it again. You good.
was that a true story?
I know it was
I
based
think
off
it
a
was. It was
book.
based on a book.
Right. I
Oh,
don't know if it was true or not though.
oh, okay. Well,
Ooh, if it was. Ooh.
yeah.
Like
You
that's based
laugh.
off a true story.
Stuff
Ooh.
like that really do happen, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stuff like that do really happen. I think that's what Monique. Oh yeah, that caused all of the whole Monique fall out with
Yes, that was the
everybody.
whole
Right.
blackball and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, with Lee Daniels and Oprah, all of them. Yeah.
Yeah, because she didn't
Mm-hmm.
want to promote the movie and all of that crap. Yeah. Okay. All right.
What about
So
you, Nick?
you know me, always grinding and working. Um, I did ended up catching just a little bit of the Democratic convention last night. Did y'all catch any of that?
Yeah, I saw a little bit of it.
I
Michelle did
didn't.
a wonderful
Oh
job.
my goodness, she was so passionate. Like you could tell
Very.
she meant what she said, and
Mm-hmm.
so I yeah, so I was watching that and had a good weekend. Got out and about this weekend. Hung out with some friends who came this way for the weekend. So I had a good weekend and really just getting back to it. Just been extremely like busy at work, like extremely busy. So that's really kind of all I've been on. So y'all ready to get to the question or anybody get? Oh, y'all see that? See, y'all wasn't the crew who was here when we was discussing the Jesse Smollett thing. So now they want to bring that back out. I think we're gonna bring back the entertainment news once a month at the end of the month.
What happened with Jesse?
Yeah.
Like they just came back with remember they had hired the special prosecutor to look into Kimberly and how she handled the case with Jesse by
Mm-hmm.
dropping the charges and all of that stuff. So then they just came back not holding her accountable, but just like saying there was some discrepancies, that type of thing, but she fine. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't say she handled everything wrong, so she ain't in no trouble. So like Chicago wastes their money on the silliest stuff, but always trying to bury the taxpayers. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just, you know that costs an arm and a leg to have somebody come in to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Y'all.
If you gonna drink wine from a wine glass, I'm gonna need you to not guzzle it like that.
Oh, I almost took it to the head.
You did. So, alrighty. So, y'all got y'all questions ready for today's episode?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So, the question today, audience, is wait a minute, look at Shan's picture that just popped up.
Did she update her picture?
Again, like who just keep changing their Zoom picture? I don't even get that. Who just keep doing that? Ugh. All right. Ugh.
All
Oh,
right. I
wait.
mean,
Here we go. All right. So the question today is, before entering a relationship, what questions should you ask?
Man.
So I figured we could kind of just take turns and go around with our questions. So
What time your kids go to bed at night? That's like a number. That's a
that's
good
what you
question.
gonna ask?
Yes.
Up,
I do not want to be there while you putting your
you said what
listen.
time your kids go to bed?
You know, I'm joking, but I have been
No,
there
you're
before.
not. No, you're not.
I know, no, I'm joking, but I have been there before. And you with a chick, and it's 10 o'clock, 10:30, and she just putting her kids to bed. Call me when they snoring. That's when I want to come over. When MASH is on TV, that's when you call me.
Okay, so when you ask the question, what time do you put your kids to bed? What does her response have to be for you to continue with the relationship?
So once you give me a time, then my follow-up question is that the time they sleep, or is that when you put them in the bed?
Okay. So she's saying
that's a difference.
Right. Yeah, that's a huge difference.
Then after that, then we probably can't continue. Nah.
Okay, so I guess the kids better be put in the bed at a reasonable time in order for E to get at them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Shan, what's your question?
Do you even want to be in a relationship?
At this moment, I do.
What if he say define relationship?
Hey, that's a good question.
Okay, maybe that might be honest. For me, that's a stupid question, but
right. Check, please.
But okay, relationship, us being committed to one another and only one another.
So what if he not ready for that? You asking that early on?
Yes,
how
because if you're not looking.
Okay, go ahead.
If you're not looking for a relationship, then if I am, then the buck stops here.
So are these like first date questions?
No, we didn't make them first date questions. We just said before entering a relationship.
Before entering a relationship. Okay, cool.
So they don't have to necessarily be first date, but y'all maybe they've been out a couple of times or talking all the time or whatever. So Shannon want to know, you serious? You want to be in a relationship? He like, no, I'm out here just having a good time, just getting to know a lot of people.
Cool. Nice knowing you, brother.
He's like, I can't accept no more friend requests at this time.
No, my friend box is full.
It's
no
full
new
right
friends.
now.
No new friends.
Okay. So then my question I'm going to say would be have you or do you desire to be a rapper?
You gonna know that by how he introduced himself.
Because if he say, necessarily. No,
I don't have
time. Nikki, if he introduced himself as black, smoke.
No, not necessarily.
That's his rap name.
Xavier, he a rapper.
But does he want to be is it something he do on the side? Or is that what he trying to pursue?
Xavier is a financial advisor by day. And a rapper by night.
Do we get gigs?
I don't know.
See, that's why you asked. That's
Have
why
you listened to any of his music?
Huh?
You listen to any of his music?
I listened to a couple tracks.
Is he good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so so you gotta ask that question so you could know, what they desire. I don't have time to be holding on to you in this age at this time of my life to pursue your dream as a rapper. I just don't. So, yeah, if you don't have a deal or a whole bunch of connects and ain't no money coming in off of it, nah, bro.
So what if, like Shannon said, it's something they do on the side? Like they just do it as a hobby.
It's more of a hobby for him.
Right. So if it's something they did as a hobby, but they work for like the big three full time.
Well, don't expect me to come, because what if I don't think you dope, I ain't coming. I ain't got time to be wasting. Throw your hands in the air. Nope. Nope.
First of all,
my hands ain't going
nowhere.
My hands ain't going nowhere. So no. Say ho. No. Sing along with me. No. Jump. No.
It's 2020. If somebody say something about the roof being on fire,
People
nah.
still
We
say
don't
that.
need no water. Let the motherfucker
Nah,
burn.
it's 2020, bro. We not.
People still say that. But even if they ain't saying that, whatever they saying, I ain't doing. Wave your hands. Nope. Turn your cell phone lights on. Nope. No.
So, are you an aspiring rapper?
Yep. Nope. I'm not gonna be there. So, all right, E. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of another question.
Now you was the first one who hollered out. Yeah, you had yours together when I said we got our questions written down. Yep. I tell you, a drunk ain't about nothing.
Not at all. Shannon, you want to go? I'll go after Shannon.
You got another one, Shan?
Yeah, I got another one.
All right.
Did somebody ask if he had children already?
No, he just wanted to know what kind of time kids went to bed. He just assuming they got kids, right?
Okay, so
Yeah.
I do want to know if you have children.
Yeah, that's very important. And then what follows up with that is, do you have baby mama drama? Because I'm not dealing with no baby mama drama. And how long you and your baby mama been together? When the last time you slept with your baby mama? Because I ain't got time for no baby mama drama. You know, some baby mamas still be holding on.
Oh my God. So yeah.
How much time you spend with your kids?
Do you get them every weekend?
Right.
Where do they live here? Do they live near you?
Yep.
You know? But see, that lets me know whether you will understand my life as a mother or not. Because I've dated guys who be feeling like they should be one of my kids. I should have just as much time with you as they. No. No. My kids come first. I hang out with you after that.
And that's why, I normally get in trouble when I say this, but that's why I normally say, like, people with kids.
Here we go.
And this isn't a blanket statement, but for the most part, I do believe, like, people people with kids should date other people with kids. And I say that because, listen, hear me out, because I don't have kids. So I don't understand what you as a parent may have to go through, whether it be after school things.
Single people who have gotten with people with children.
But Shannon, I said it's not a blanket statement.
Wait a minute, wait, y'all break this up. Wait, let me get in the middle. Wait. I kind of get his point, because it's the same thing you said. You're asking the question because you want to know if they could relate to your life and what you're going through.
Right.
E is like, that is important to him because he can't understand. So it's kind of like the same thing. People with kids should date people with kids because they can understand.
They understand. They can relate.
Some people who like you, some stuff that you like, you cool with, and all of that may drive E crazy. That's why he want to know, like, what time your kids go to bed. You used to your baby running through the house. E can't stand that. You know what I mean?
True.
So
whereas I may be able to jump up and just go somewhere. A single parent, may not be able to do that.
Right.
Gotta find a sitter.
You think I'm gonna wait for you to get free? You got another thing coming.
Dang, you that cold blooded?
I'm moving on to the next person. Yeah.
You going on to the next person on the list?
All right, I'll holler at you later. Let me call.
Kiki. Hey, Kiki, what you doing? Wait, I got one book for my people with kids. My other book for my girls with no kids. Let me go on over here to the ones with no kids. Sometimes they be just as busy, but Good question, though, because that is important, and I think it's important to know what role they play because
But no, that is a
some
good
of those
question,
things are
Shonda.
important because that's important to me. If you're not playing a role in your child life, I don't want to be bothered with you.
Yeah.
No.
Ladies,
And don't
stop
be
dating a
trying to
man
grade,
that's
and don't
not.
be trying to be up in my kids' face. You really ain't gonna, you're not gonna meet my kids, but
Ladies,
No,
stop
I
dating
don't.
men
I
that's
don't
not in
play
their
that.
kids' lives. That's
oh please, women love that, and to be having
don't do that.
having them all laid up all on Facebook and all of that type of stuff.
You Lord,
Nah,
No,
not in my kingdom.
no,
nah,
we
cause
don't do that.
be some guys out there who whoever they with, that's who they taking care of. So if they not with their kids, then they really ain't stepping up to the plate.
Mm-mm.
And let's just be honest, there's some people in the house that see their kids every day and they taking care of them, snatching their fruit
Mm,
snacks right out their hand.
that's me. That's me.
Give me
That's
some
why
of
I need
them,
your kids to be
right?
sleep.
Give me some of them, little man.
We
Damn, I
both
can't even
playing
eat my
Madden.
cheese nips.
Nope. Or raisin, or box of raisins.
Right,
Box of raisins.
exactly,
Mm, me,
Oh my God.
exactly.
we both playing Madden.
All right, E, you got your question?
Um, no, I don't.
Okay, all right. So I go to mine.
All right.
Here's the ultimate test, especially if y'all been talking for a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could be like, I really like you or whatever. You interested? You want to move in together? You could get to see if they homeless. Cause a dude who jumped right on it,
He couldn't wait for you to ask.
he ain't got no place to stay.
Well,
If
that
it's
Nikki,
might
that
scare somebody the hell off. Hell.
right, but it's the way you present it. You could be like, I was testing you. Because if it's one thing I can't stand, and we all done seen it happening, and you hear people say it, like we met each other, and I went over to his house, and I never left. You must have had no place to stay.
mm-mm.
You was home.
The
I don't
least,
even care if you'd have known somebody 2 months and they lease about to be up. They should not be moving in with you, especially and you got kids and stuff. And no,
listen, that lease on that couch was coming up, and they said, make
right?
some decisions.
You want to move in?
I thought you
Yeah,
never asked.
right. Yeah, you be like, all right then. I'm gonna go to the restroom. I'll be back. Get on in your car and gone. Cause they homeless. Coming to your house in them little whole bunch of them Meyer plastic bags with their clothes and stuff in them.
I can.
Little
I mean, just
plaid.
put this over here in the closet on the floor in the corner.
Or need to wash them soon they get there. You gotta wash
Oh,
them.
you
I gotta
mind if I wash a couple
right.
things?
You're right. Like dog, you walking around with dirty clothes. Right. E.
All right, so I'm gonna want to know, what do you do for a living? Because we can't be grown and you still just a fry dropper at McDonald's. That's not
Jesus.
no.
Why she gotta be dropping fries? Can she be the
She better be the
lead?
manager or something. She better at least be the shift supervisor or something.
Shift lead.
A shift lead.
Something. She got to do something.
You
You
know
got
what?
to
I
have
have
some
an
kind of
issue with the shift
responsibility.
lead because it's almost like they got a little bit of power, but not enough to be a manager. And they the ones I hate to get because they always have a bad attitude. That lead shift,
They don't pay me enough to
that
take
shift
care of
lead,
this kid.
right?
Because they don't pay me enough.
If they want that, they need to talk to a manager. I ain't counting down nobody else drawer. I ain't saying after they don't pay me enough. What's the name? Get
I
paid
gotta go to my
salary.
kids' basketball
All
game.
Right, because they had that shift lead on there, and then you be going to them with your problem, like, hey, you messed up my order, and then somebody in the back will be like, Shonda, let me get the manager for you. But that shift lead right there, man,
Right.
She
They
get
the
him
only person in power on shit.
she get him that death stare, like, oh, you disrespectful. Like, now I look like I ain't doing nothing.
Exactly. So yeah, I need to know what you do for a living.
Yeah, I think that's important. That's why I asked
Yeah,
about the rapper. Are you doing something? But do they have to be equal to your income, or do they just have to have an income?
not
We had a
equal,
show about that.
but
Equal?
I wouldn't even say they just have to have an income because again, you could be the fry dropper at McDonald's. That's no, that's not. Mm-mm. So we need something higher than that.
But I mean, you can still have a higher title and not get paid a damn dime for real.
That's true too.
Yeah.
So your title and what you do gonna let me know, where you at.
hmm And it could let you know how often they're gonna work and all of that type of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and what they, gonna smell like. If you get somebody who work at Harold's, they may smell like chicken sometimes, and it ain't, or fish, and then they necessarily, what you think when you think fish. It
Oh
Mm.
my god!
Woo!
could
You say, baby, you gotta go straight to the shower. Do not pass go. Don't
Had
collect
they bath
$200.
they bath water ready or they shower ready when they come through the door.
Hey, facts.
Be like, man, she smell like a pound of perch.
Baby, why don't
Mm.
you go put on some of
Right,
that melon,
Woo!
right.
that
It'd be like,
that
what?
melon and cucumber that I like. I love that Dove soap you bought from CVS the other night, right? Why don't you put some of that on real quick? I got your water running.
She'd be like, I brought us some fish home.
Dang, babe, I wish you would
Again,
call because I had already ate.
I got mercury poison messing with you.
Heck yeah, eating up all that fish and scrimp.
All this damn omega-3 in my body.
Heck yeah.
Y'all so ignorant. It don't even make no sense. The chicken place too, so she do some chicken too. All right, go
Lemon
ahead,
pepper.
Shan. What you got?
What do you do? What are your hobbies? Like, what do you do for fun?
That's a good one.
Oh, that's a good
That'll
one.
let me know, like, what kind of stuff you're really into. If we have some of the same or like interests. What kind of a date I could possibly be looking forward to with you, that kind of thing.
Okay. So mine is, are you family oriented? Are you close with your family? Are you a close knit family?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that that's an important question that a lot of people miss out on. And
I
people
like
who
that
are
question
from
a lot.
close knit families, like if they date somebody who not, they don't understand the relationships of close knit family. Like they like, dang, they coming over again, and it's like,
Do you talk to your mama every day?
right,
Yeah.
right,
You don't?
Like, you don't?
yeah, exactly. Then they be mad, like, you want to go to lunch? I'm going to lunch with my
Didn't you
dad.
see your cousin?
Right, you
Didn't you see
went to
your
lunch with
cousin
your dad
last week?
already.
And
Yep.
I'ma see him again. What you mean?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that that's important because too, yeah, they don't understand. Some people don't understand that. They don't want to see some people don't want to see family like that. And then I know I was told, like, you got to watch how guys treat their mamas, because if they don't treat their mamas right, they don't know how to treat
You
women.
don't got nothing coming.
Mm-mm.
I'm a living, breathing testimony.
Mm-hmm. If a dude will call his sister a B, you know he gonna call you one.
Extra.
Without you even doing nothing. What you over there thinking about, B? You like, what?
Like, whoa.
Where did that come from? Shannon looking like she remembered the day that happened to her.
Shannon,
I wish
you
that
getting
nigga
flashbacks
had.
over?
Boy.
We trying to bury the N word, Shan. Remember?
Sorry. It's a lot of words we need to bury, but no.
Well, we can't bury
that
it
never
because it's too
happened.
many of those, so you really can't bury it. But we try to bury it. You can't. What else would you call some of these people? Anyway, like E, if he don't have nothing, then he next.
So
That part.
my question would be, baby, I know we watching this movie, but do you mind if I check the NBA score real quick?
Oh, heck no. See? Hey, Nikki, he petty.
Petty. Petty. He's so petty it makes no sense.
Petty.
That's what you're gonna
No,
ask
but
me?
no, my question would be though, what are your views in regards to religion? That's
That's
a
a good
question.
Good
one.
one. Should have been
Yeah.
like one of the first ones too.
Because
That's
you don't
very
have to be
important.
overly religious, and I don't even need you to be a quote unquote church goer, but I
Hmm.
need you to at least believe in God.
Right.
Let's get the fundamentals
Right.
down.
That part right there. They got this
Mm.
show on the OWN network, and it's called Family or Fiance, Fiance or Family, one of them. But anyway, so they get
I mean,
it's a
that's
couple that come, and then they bring three people from each side of the family, and
Mm-hmm.
they're asking for their blessings,
Okay.
on if they could get married. Of course, when they first come on, everybody ain't sure, like they don't be liking the other person. Then sometimes they had some breakthroughs. But this last week I watched it. Um, like the girl, she didn't get blessing from her sister or her mother, and the reason why is because they felt that the guy they're a religious family, and since she had been with the guy, she had turned atheist.
Okay.
And so, but his family had a problem with it too, because they were religion too, religious too. But this young lady, to me, I think that she just had low self-esteem because whatever this guy told her to do, like she literally did. So on their second date, while we talking about getting to know people, on their second date, he said to her, "You would be really cute if you got braces and got your teeth fixed." So to some
Damn.
people, that would be like, you know what? Take it or leave it. Peace. I ain't got time for this. She went and
Right.
got braces.
was her teeth really
Mm.
messed up though?
She had the braces still on, so they were still working on her. So I don't know how messed up they were. They wasn't looking
Uh,
as bad as me. But she
Well,
had
was
braces.
she?
I mean, but she hadn't gotten them before. Like her sister said, like she could have got them a long time ago because we had been talked about. So it was things
Mm-hmm.
like if he told her to dress a certain way, she would. So it was, and it was like everything. Like he was real cocky. She was like try to get along, like with my mom and stuff like that. And he was just like, I don't care about that. You know what I mean? He was. You could tell he
was
was a
a
little
dude.
older. Yeah, and he was a little older than her. You could tell he was manipulating her a little bit. Like he needed somebody he could control. You know what I'm saying? You know that guy.
I
Did you just
understand.
ask?
Yeah.
Was he one of us? Did you just ask that, Shannon?
Who?
Was he one of us?
What you mean?
Was
Yeah.
he a nigga? That's one.
No, we not in. That's ignorant
Right.
people. You the only
Was
one
he a
ignorant
black
on the show.
person?
You the only ignorant one on the show.
Was he a black person?
Yes, he was African American. Yeah.
This professional was. He was African American.
Yes, he was African American.
It's like the Oprah show.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he was. So yeah, I was so yeah, that he was controlling to me. So but yeah, so that's why, because the religion thing. Yeah, and I think that y'all at least need to be on the same page and all of that type of stuff. That's just me. All right. So then my next question would be, believe it or not, um, not that I'm anywhere near I could have a child if I wanted one, but I be wanting to know, I've been asking this question for a minute. Do you want more kids? Because I don't want no more kids. I ain't
You
been wanting no
good?
more kids. I thought somebody had shot E. I'm like, if we
I
gotta
was listening.
testify, I'm like, if we
You
gotta
said.
testify, like, I'm gonna be so mad if his girlfriend come on the scene. We gotta testify that she just shot E. Like, oh my God, it was his fiance. Like,
Yeah,
and then
He's
I
I
would
was
be
listening
like,
to the
oh
question.
man, that would be the bomb. Cause then I would be the one with the tape, and the police would come, and then like I would be like the
Oh my!
star
You see how
witness.
excited? Wait, you see how
Why you
excited
so
she got?
excited about that?
I know.
Because I would be
Like,
like the star witness. I would be like Mark Furman walking up in there like,
No,
yeah.
I'm good. I was listening to the question though.
we was recording Nikki B and Friends, Nikki. Oh my God.
She gonna cross promote.
Nikki B and Friends.
And I got Bye Bye Belly Juice.
I
And
was
this
just
is
about to say
all-
that, Shannon. I was just about to say,
It
make sure
really
y'all get
works,
some Bye Bye Belly on
Right.
the witness stand.
Right. It was just like, I forgot what my
Look,
question.
the judge leaned over like, for real, girl, you got something.
Exactly. I be like, I got you. That's what, state your name for the record. Nikki B and Friends. No, your name. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we were in the middle of a conversation. I think he had something to drink. He had been drinking, and so at first we were just like, we thought the screen was frozen. Oh, I got my whole testimony ready. Man, I was ready for that.
Lord have mercy.
Wow.
But thank God you all right, E.
I was gonna say, I'm sorry, I took that away from you. Like I
Yeah,
effed
what
that
my
all
question
up.
what was my what was we talking
Do
about?
you want more
Do
children?
you want more
Yeah,
kids?
do you want yeah. And I think that that's important because there's some people who don't want any kids, and then there's some people who don't. And then don't change your mind. Don't be hollering out you don't want no kids. Like I dated somebody. Nope, I don't want no kids. I don't want no kids. He didn't have any. I'm like, you do want kids. Like, let me let you free. Go get you some kids. I don't want no kids. I don't want no kids. Yes, you do. Soon as I let him go, he got a kid. You wanted kids. You thought because I said no that you wanted to be with me, so you was gonna like sacrifice not having kids. No, get the joy out of having kids. I got kids.
Mm-hmm.
So, E, do you want kids?
No.
You don't?
No.
You and your fiance talk about that?
Mm-hmm.
She want
Yeah.
kids?
So we were on the fence about it for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're just at the point, if it happened, we would be fine. And if it didn't, we'd be even better. So
Okay. All right.
so no, we're good.
Okay. Okay. Who turn is it? Shan? Since E messed up the rotation.
My bad.
Didn't he?
My bad.
How do you feel about marriage?
Mm-hmm. It's just a piece of paper, baby.
Do you want to be married?
Nah.
Feel like it's just a piece of paper. That's all that the man then had us get involved in.
Oh,
Oh my
100%.
God.
Facts.
What if they hit you with
I ain't
that?
gonna be in your obituary as the special friend. You got me bent.
Yeah. Ooh, ain't nothing worse than that. And a special thank you to the special friend. Which one?
Don't even put your name, just put special friend.
Then mess around and like 3 women stand up. Wait a minute. Yo,
Oh, man.
I'm sorry. I am Mrs. Frankie Lyman. I am Mrs. Frankie
Oh, man.
Lyman.
Oh, no.
I'm Barry Frankie, and I don't remember seeing any of you.
At that point, I'm going to just say, Shane, just sit down. Don't say nothing. Just,
And I'm going to just do this.
Oh, she said she was Mrs. Frankie Lyman.
But that's when I'm going to grab my little purse, walk out like I can't do this. No, nah. Okay, E, did you think of something else? Because we know you ain't got nothing wrote down.
I don't have anything written down. This is all off the top of my head. So I guess to kind of piggyback off of Shannon's question about marriage, like, how long do you want to date before getting married? Like, is there a deadline to this?
Mm-hmm. That's a good question. Because there's some people, my sister coined the phrase, we all still use it, professional girlfriend. Like, I'm not going to be your professional girlfriend. Like, we've been together so long, you just become the professional girlfriend, and he ain't even thinking about asking you to marry him. And then I can't stand the chicks who really want to be married, but then try to downplay it like they don't really want to be married when we all
Like,
know they
Mhm.
want to be married, but because the dude not asking them, they just holding on. And then soon
But
they
if it
break
ain't,
up.
but if it's not broke, why fix it?
Spoken like somebody who would do that. Just keep stringing somebody along. If it ain't broke, I fix
yeah.
it. Because
Yeah, but
and if you meet somebody really, religious and stuff like that, like
Be honest, I didn't think
be
he was
sick of
ever gonna get engaged.
fornicating.
that's true.
I didn't think he was ever gonna get engaged, and so when he told me about that, I was like, "Woo, woo, she must be it."
E, do you have a date set?
September 25th of next year.
Oh, okay. Was it gonna be September this year and then the COVID, or it's always been
It was always
far off?
next year.
Oh, okay. Give you a run. Okay. So then my next question would kind of piggyback, on the whole kid thing because if somebody has kids, I want to know how they contribute financially, especially if they have grown kids. Like, are you taking care of your grown kids? You know what I mean? Because there's some people who have a good job, you know, can make it, but always helping out somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, save your money up.
Right. This trip to Bora Bora ain't gonna pay itself.
Right.
Sheesh.
Cause you don't want to be the bad person who come along, and then when you come along, then they start blaming you. Yeah, he used to do this before she got in the picture. Now she the one who's spending up all the money. Yeah, that's true. But and
And you grown.
and what? Go get you a job and pay your bills.
Mhm.
Unless it was me and my father's.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding right now.
Really,
Maybe
Girl,
she
try
Alexa,
again
we is
later.
not talking to you. Okay.
she did get
At
all in
all.
our conversations like she ain't understand, and then she said, "Please try to call later." What?
That's the feds
I
clocking in
know,
for
and I
work.
promise you, I unplug it. If I'm not listening to some music or something, I unplug it because I don't be wanting them to come on in my house.
Mm-hmm.
Because next thing you know, something to happen to E and Alexa be testifying and not me. And I'm like, what? Alexa
Alexa
getting
take your
called to
time.
right? She done
State
took my
Right. She take your time to shine.
state your name for
Mm-hmm.
for the record. My name is Alexa.
And she ain't gonna promote no Bye Bye Belly.
exactly, and
She
that's
gonna
what I
promote you
need.
to get Spotify, Apple Music, and all of that. Tell you how much your subscription and that she gonna send it to your iPhone so you can look at it.
Yeah.
Right.
Where you can listen to Nikki B and Friends is Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, podcast, YouTube. I can't even think of all. I
I
know it.
told somebody today, all of the ones that I can ran off the top of my head, the platforms, and they was like, "Oh, you kind of cocky, huh?
Yeah.
No,
Are you mad or not?"
it won't.
Yeah. Yeah. It be that iHeartRadio that always get people because a lot of people can't get on there. It's hard to get on there.
Yeah, they be like, "I got radio." Yes.
We the best.
When I tell them that we have listeners over in other countries, that get them too. Like other countries, yes.
Yeah, we in other countries.
We the
International.
best, DJ
Do they even know?
Kennedy. We the
Do they know what we
best.
saying?
Don't ever play yourself.
Right.
Yeah, we get. I
Yeah.
get that talent on.
Right. Exactly. All right. Is it my turn or somebody else's turn?
I think it's your
Oh, it's
no.
Shan's turn. Shan. Go Shan. Go Shan. It's your turn.
So
Shan.
my other question is there any woman right now thinking that she is anyway connected to you in any form or fashion, whether it be girlfriend, wife, fiance? Are you single?
Good question.
That's a good question.
It's a very good question because I think that sometimes people be out here carrying themselves a certain way and you assume, and then that's not the situation. For instance, and my niece still laughs about this. She and I was out. We went to my god sister's party. This guy was all over me. Now it was a guy who was like had seen me before and wanted to, was gonna be down there like I'm gonna see your sister. He comes and gets me from this dude, buys all of the drinks and all of this, just all up. I mean, it's not a picture where even I'm talking to the dude, he's standing behind me. Every picture that I'm in, this dude is right up behind me. You would have thought we came together. Walked me to my car, all of that stuff. I hit him with that business card. I get to work. He didn't left a message on my work phone like, this is the only number you gave me, but I wanted to make sure that you made it home or whatever. I'll call you later. He calls later in the week. I close my office door. I'm like, yeah, I got a few minutes. We chit chat. He tell me where he work, what he do. A lot of stuff. Okay.
I think I know this story.
Right. And so then I say, he said, I said, well, before I hang up, I just want to know, might seem like a silly question to ask at this point, but you have to because how people carry themselves. You married? Yeah, I'm married. What?
When I heard this story, she had to be like, Shannon, that's enough. Girl, I could not stop laughing. Like, what? What?
She just teased me about this last week. I was like, what? And he was like, well, we do our, right. He was like, well, we do our own thing. I was like, you know what? I want no parts of that. Then he says to me, are you married? And I said, if I was married, I wouldn't be carrying myself like you carrying yourself. Goodbye. Click. Go do you, boo. You with your open marriage or whatever y'all got. And then the funniest part of the whole thing is when I tell my god sister, she was like, you are kidding me because this dude been slept with half of the people who be coming in here. He just out there.
He for everybody.
So that's why you ask that question. Because everybody will have a story. Because one, you be going to know, you got a stalker? Yeah, my ex, she just won't let go. And then you be like, man, this crazy girl.
And then be real life your wife.
Right. And then she just won't let go of nothing. And she be tripping and all this. And all she doing is knocking on the door. And you like, look at this crazy girl. And look out. And she like, get your kids. Come and see. You be like, wait a minute. You got a whole family?
Oh, my God.
Ray, Peanut, all them out there.
I have heard guys say to females like, I mean, I can't help that she claimed me as her boyfriend, but what? You can't help that she claimed you as her What makes her think that you're her boyfriend?
Exactly.
No, that can happen. That can 100% happen.
Well, I did learn because I used to think like females, like I used to think like females, there's no way a female would be lying and saying like she slept with somebody and didn't. And I learned that they do. And I'll be like, wow, really? It's come to that?
It's a lot of women who think just because you went out on a few dates and that y'all together and y'all ain't never had a conversation about being exclusive or anything. That happens a lot.
Yeah, and y'all have to, have that conversation. That's why we saying what questions you should ask people. So one of the questions, because I think I'm next, and I mean it's an uncomfortable question, but in these days and times, and I don't know if people will be honest about it or whatever, but you gotta be asking dudes now, y'all, you bisexual? Like,
oh, I thought you was gonna ask
what's your
STDs.
sexual status or your sexual orientation? Like, what do you prefer? Like,
you been with dudes before?
What's your STD results? That's what we need to know.
That part.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah, but
mean,
still, you be wanting to know that because
Oh, that's all under the same umbrella. You'd have been, oof.
that's the thing. Like I remember the question was asked before on Nikki B and Friends about that, and it was real funny. But I think we even might have talked about it like one of our earlier shows. But um, could you be with somebody who claim they used to quote unquote used to be gay,
Mm-hmm.
and all of the women was like, hell to the no. But the dudes was like they was
the
cool with
men
it.
love that. I never
That's
understood
because
it.
men want that.
The
Men want any
fantasy or
hope of
so,
the
right.
fantasy. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all it is.
Until old girl take old girl, then it's a whole now it's a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, it was cute before. It ain't cute no more.
You
Mm-mm.
wanted me to sleep with her. What happened? I mean, you
Yeah.
said.
Because I would think that if you talking about you used to be for a guy, to me you would just like, and you just suppressing it. Like it has this potential of coming back out there, and I don't want to be bothered. Like no
Yeah,
thank
too
you.
much when the henny's in the system.
Yeah.
Ain't no selling with a.
See.
Mm.
All right. Who next?
I think my question would be: do you live alone, or do you have quote unquote roommates?
Roommates.
Good question. Good question.
Dun dun dun.
Ba-da-dum-dum.
And especially a guy roommate. I don't think I could date a woman with a guy roommate.
I have never come across anybody with a roommate of the opposite sex.
I've never dated anyone like that, but I know a bunch of people who have, and it's never turned out good ever.
Think they be
Yeah.
screwing?
They've either have smashed in the past,
Yeah, I
or
know somebody who roommated with their ex.
no, we couldn't. Mm-mm.
And they was cool with their new person or
Issa
not.
did it with Daniel.
See, that's why we're going to the next question, Shannon. See, that's why we're going to the next question. Don't be talking about my boo Issa like that, first of all.
So,
She was like, I mean,
I
you
just
know,
watched.
she
I had to work. I
passed
watched a couple of episodes this weekend. Of
That
that.
woman's so fine.
And thought of you too, because on one of the things I was thinking, oh, she's so cute, and then I thought of you. How you crazy about her.
Yes.
Shan, you
Anyway,
got a question ready? Because I got a question. My other question.
You go ahead. Go ahead.
So now this may be me, but I do want to know: are you a saver? Do you save up your money? Do you have enough money
oh,
for a rainy day? Like, are you a saver? Are
I
you
thought you meant
investing
like
in your
Captain
for?
Saver.
Are you? Shut up, fool. He
That's
said.
what I thought. Wait, I was like, wait, Nikki, hold
Conscious.
on.
No, I want to know if you a saver. Do you save up your money or do you waste your money? Are you
No,
investing in your
that is
are you investing in your 401k?
that is a very good question, Nikki, and I will say that because I didn't care about my savings or my credit score
See,
until recently, and now I'm getting on top of making sure my credit score is good,
and that's
making sure I have a
important.
nice little savings. So yeah, that's a very important question.
Yeah, because if things, emergencies happen and stuff like that, and you don't have anything to fall back on and stuff like that, like I don't
A
want
hard way
to.
to go.
Right, I don't want to get in this relationship and then you lose your job and you don't have no nest egg and now you want to call me funny acting because I don't want to deal with you no more. I'm not gonna be buying you nothing to eat and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like who I look like? Your mama? Better go back home to
Right.
your mama, little boy, since you ain't say your.
Mm.
Come on, baby.
You know, Mama take them back too. That's
Yeah.
Mama's baby.
Mhm. Had that basement fixed up for him and everything. A
I
cook for
didn't
you
move it since
too.
you left out. Mm.
Yeah. All right, Shan.
This might fall under the family oriented thing, but like I guess like what is your relationship with your father? Because fathers are equally important. Now let me know, like, did your dad take time out to show you how to mow the lawn? Did he, teach you all the little handy things? How do you feel about certain, men issues or topics or whatever? You know what I mean? I feel like dads are just as equally important. So I want to know, do you have a close relationship with your father?
Mm-hmm. I think that it's either, to me, it almost seems like it's no in between for guys who haven't had a relationship with their father. They either strive to be the total opposite of him
Mm-hmm.
and be in their kids' life and just overdo it, or either they're like the same as him and just don't have nothing to do with their kids. You know what I mean? It seems like there's no in between to me for that. Even though I'm sure it is, I just haven't really met that. And they like, to me, a lot of people use that as an excuse for a lot of stuff they do. You know what I mean? Like, my daddy wasn't there, so I be cheating because I
I
ain't
don't know how to treat a woman. I ain't never had no
right.
example.
Dude, it's all these books out here for real. Go get you a mentor.
Or something.
Go to the Boys and Girls Club and get you a little big brother.
Or
Yeah, you
something.
work this out.
You said go get you a little big brother.
A little big brother.
But you know what, y'all? Did y'all see that clip of Kier? He got a vlog, him and his wife.
I
No
don't know who
Ego.
that?
Kier is.
And he
Yeah,
was
who was that?
on. Okay, so he put out a video that went viral over the
Who
last few
is
weeks.
he?
He's a therapist, but let me explain the video so you can say if you've seen it or not. He gets on and he talks about fatherhood, and he's carrying his daughter, and he's saying how important it is to heal from your past and talk to somebody about, trauma that you've experienced in your life. Talking about how good fatherhood can actually be, or having a family could actually be, if you can heal from all of those traumatic things that have happened to you in your past. And at the end of the video, he says, because if you think that pouring a water on a baby and a lady is going to create an instant family, you are sadly mistaken. And then he in the video, like, this ain't oatmeal. You know what I mean? Y'all ain't seen that video? I'm gonna have to send it to y'all. But yeah, like, I think that's kind of where I was coming from. Because
I did see it. He was walking down the street.
Yeah,
He
with
was
his
saying,
baby.
I guess he's
Yeah.
supposed to be like a funny. Somebody else posted it. Maybe
Mhm.
D.L. Hughley saying this is real talk, because he was just saying, y'all see us playing on the videos and all this, but this is how me and the mama get into it and all of that type of stuff. Young guy too. A young guy too.
He's a therapist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he was just talking about fatherhood and how the fathers from the previous generations have raised the fathers now, and they didn't really know warm love. Meaning they don't know what it's like to hug and kiss on your baby and know the importance of that. They kind of raised them to be like, you don't cry and you ain't no punk and be tough, and you know what I mean? And sometimes men do need to express or acknowledge those feelings so that they don't, you know what I mean, carry that toxicity into their relationship with them.
Yeah. And then I think that, even when we say, because we're talking about just the general, question overall. So even dudes may want to ask that question, just because I'm a daddy's girl. So then that I may be what some people may consider spoiled. I don't, but some people may consider, that being spoiled and having your way and all of that type. And people need to know that, because sometimes when you don't step up to the plate and deliver, I don't have time to be bothered.
That's how I feel too.
And when my dad was here, he played an important role in my life. So, I may have to cancel some plans with you if my dad want to do something. That's just how it went.
Yep, I remember my dad was coming down here to visit one time, and I needed a few things done around my house. And my homeboy was like, well, I'll do it. I was like, nah, because when my daddy get here, he gonna do X, Y, and Z. He gonna take me to the hardware store and show me what to get. He gonna show me how to fix it if it break. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just wait till my daddy get here.
Right, and some people don't understand that. So I think that goes kind of both ways, because also, like when we talked about the moms, you know, the guys, however they treat their moms, but the same thing, like I still, like, now, you know, my dad gone, so my grandma is here. I got just one grandma, just that's you know, still here. I still don't cuss around. I would never cuss around my grandma. Like I just said, I was just talking to my godson, and he was cussing, and I had to remind him, hey, this your other mama. Because he could cuss around his for real mom, his mama. Because she cussed around her mom, who I call mama, and I never cussed around mama.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it's just like, and those are some things that's important, because and my thing is just follow my lead. So even if I cuss, and we go to see my family, and I ain't cussing, why you cussing?
Right. No, that's facts.
Right.
It's like it
I
ain't
let
enough.
people know
Right, it
before
ain't
we
enough
get to my
smart
mama
people
house.
here. Right. No, that's embarrassing. So, well, it's time for us to start wrapping it up. We got any more questions somebody had at the tip of their tongue?
Where are you at mentally? Like, are you still holding on to any baggage from a past relationship? Like,
That's good.
where are you at?
And we should ask about mental illness too. I think that's important. And I think that that's a stigma that people may be scared to talk about, but I think that it's important
And do you
for
take
people
your
to know who
meds?
you get into a relationship with. Like, you know, have you dealt with depression? Have you taken medicine before? Are you taking medicine? That's
Right. Do
important
you
to
take it
know.
regularly?
And then the whole other thing comes, which could be a whole nother topic that we could do next week to piggyback on. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Because after you ask these questions, at what point do you feel comfortable being honest? If we on 2 dates, I ain't telling nobody I got herpes. You know what I mean?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have them before
sorry.
the rumor goes around. Even Nikki admitted on the show that she had never have had them, never have had any STD. But anyway, I can count the people who I done slept with on one hand. A lot of people can't do that. Anyway,
Amen.
but I'm just saying, I guess that's, you know, because it's like on 2 dates, to me, that's so personal. Like some people would be like, you need to be asking these questions up front, but when it's so early
some
in the
stuff you don't
game,
ask.
right? So
Yeah, some stuff you don't ask up
maybe
front.
next week, that's when next week we'll follow up this episode with, at one point in a relationship, do you share those type of things? Because I would think that even mental illness would be something private enough that at the beginning you may not feel comfortable sharing, but it needs to be shared before your ass go off.
Right.
2 years in. That's what I'm gonna tell you.
And then you got old dude hiding in your bathroom or in your closet because you done scared him. Scared him he can't leave.
He don't know if he dealing with Shan or Shan. He said,
You know how to get out of there.
He coming home and you got the fingernail polish in the refrigerator and the meat in the closet. That's from a Lifetime movie that I saw. It was actually a true story. She was
standing on top of the dresser with a baseball bat.
Yeah, she was a schizophrenic. It was a true story. It was the lady who went into the school and killed the kids. Whole nother subject, but yeah, true story. And her parents wouldn't admit that she needed help. And her husband would like literally wake up and she would be standing over him with a knife and stuff like that.
That's what we need to do in the black community. We need to. I don't know if that story was a black person or not.
No,
we need to stop being afraid to Get our
It meant,
kids help.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
we
I,
gotta do
like I think
that.
guys, like even like if you date somebody from the military, most of
Mhm.
those guys will
That
tell you like, I do
PTSD.
got PTSD. Yeah. And not that I'll snap on you at any moment. It's just don't ask me about the war stories. Don't ask me about being overseas. I don't want to talk about that.
But then
And
those
then
have some later effects too. So that's what you got to be careful with. Because then you got to know if you in a situation where you are prepared to deal with those type of situations. Because
that's true.
if I got to get
Because
up in the
some of those
morning,
guys
I
will
don't want
be
to be up all
emotionally
damn night. Cause you
unavailable because of that.
right, but you know, if I got to get up at 8 in the morning now, and your ass having a nightmare, you tossing and turning all damn night, I got
Listen, we with the family for 4th of July. You over there going crazy.
You at the window with your gat. Like, what? Put the gun away.
Look
You
here,
realize
Malcolm
it's
X.
the fireworks, baby. Dang. Come get your hot dog and let's sit down. Damn. It's always tripping.
the bell means stop. Too
The
much.
enemy is around us.
Oh, you safe here.
Mm.
Okay. All right.
That was
So
Shannon talking about y'all with PTSD though. That wasn't
right. So final remarks, everyone. E.
me. Ladies, let me know what time you put them kids to bed. That's all I really care about. That's all I want to know. Don't call me when it's story time. Call me when them kids is counting sheep. That's when I want to come.
I hate this dude. I cannot stand him.
You ain't going over there before that.
Yeah.
You ain't going
Nikki,
in
I
there.
done been
He's
in
gonna be
that
downstairs
situation.
waiting on the couch.
You, well, hey, E, you want to come up and pray with us? It's prayer.
Oh no.
Little man wanted to say goodnight to you.
No, I'm good, fam. Little man drinking coffee and playing PlayStation. And he
Raising
good
his
at it
glass
too,
up
so
like,
he ain't losing no time soon.
He in a tournament.
Right.
Oh, Shan.
Get to know people. You could eliminate a lot of headache and heartache if you just really get to know who people really are. And when they tell you these things, believe them. Okay? Believe them. Don't get mad. Later on, talk about you ain't told me you was crazy. Yes, he did. He
Yes, he
did.
did.
Mm-hmm. When they show
When he
you
was
who they
eating
are.
glue. Yeah,
Believe
you
them.
saw him eating glue. Man, crazy.
Every time the alarm clock go off, he jump up and look for his helmet. Come on, man.
He done told you.
And so for my final remarks, I would like to just say that I think that for when you come up with your list of questions, we've had fun with our list of questions, but it's important to have those conversations, especially about issues that really matter most to you, because it's nothing like getting into really starting to like somebody and then figuring out that they like you, y'all total opposites and don't agree on a lot of stuff. So I think that it's important to ask the questions, because I always say ask up front and be prepared for the answers. But also, we need to also talk about the flip side of that is you can ask the questions all you want. If you're dealing with a liar, there's the potential that they're going to say what they think you want them to say. So make sure you always pay attention to actions as well. True. No, I don't have no other girl, but then you can't call out the 9. You ain't never been to his house.
Listen, my minutes ain't
Or
free.
he hit you up every other Tuesday or something like that. Come on.
Yeah. Pay attention.
That's
Pay
just my
attention to the
parole
sign.
officer. Don't worry about it.
Shut up. I cannot stand this guy, man.
Yeah, that's
Listen,
the thing
we gotta
too.
have those tough conversations though. Like we
do.
to. As
We have
adults,
to.
we do.
We do. We really do. I think that is important. So thank you everyone for listening to this episode of Nikki B and Friends. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook at NIKKI B and Friends, and on Instagram at Nikki B _and _friends. And we're getting more followers on Instagram. I need to start making sure that I post up there when new episodes and stuff like that get posted because I don't be as active as I should be. I just be accepting the friendship. So thank you everyone who continues to support the show and reach out. And again, I will be bringing up the Bye Bye Belly, but I'm so busy with the Bye Bye Belly juice. But please get at me for any of your other, health needs, for, if you're trying to lose some weight, you just want some CBD lotion. We got coffee.
Ooh, CBD lotion.
Oh my goodness, it's actually that's one of my favorite products.
Yeah.
You just need a squeeze. It don't have no THC in it. Just a nice little CBD lotion, no scented, real nice. So I just encourage you all to continue to listen to the show, continue to send me your questions. I did get some posted some and trying to do a better job at paying attention to the questions. Just been busy, but I did a better job this week. So continue to listen. Thank you for your support. We appreciate you and be blessed.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Playing from iPhone.
So when you're done, when I see when you're done, when I see
What it is, I'm not listening now.